Here we go.
Now Haskins on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Third down. Here's Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball at the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And the Redskin first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Haskins. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go, Ford. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Bandit. Bandit. Hit it.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Locke. That'll be complete to Cook. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Redskins 7, Vikings nothing.
Go now. 30 base. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready. 18 Gator. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Big grip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Redskins.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Switch. Check 25. Check 25. Check.
On first down, it's Haskins. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
58, the mark. Watch the slant.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go. AC Data. Watch the safety creep. He's coming. Let's go.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings 45-yard line.
Check me out.
Now a run with Geis. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Everyone got four down. And 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Hey, watch the screen.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Here's Haskins to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. This is Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Let's go, let's go. Get it.
Throwing now is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Hey, Foxtrot. On the go.
Locke working out of the gun. And he's able to find Diggs. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Charlie.
Locke looks to throw it again. Being chased out left. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run it again with Cook. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now to the air, Rock. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 3rd down, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup, 15 yards.
1st down, Washington.
Set, hut. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
52, 52. Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on second down. Lock. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Lock going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Again they run, again it's Geis. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Redskins on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run. Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
4th down. Here's Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Back to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Haskins to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.